Alright, take off. Let's go. Back up we go. Oh, no, don't collide with them. Oh, fuck you, dude. What's here? As you soar above the waters of Worm Gulf, you notice Sir Gilman sidle up to you, very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters. If this knight is not mistaken, this knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we are to come crashing to the if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a very watery burial, is in the custom of his kind. It's important to look on the bright side of things, right? If I die right now, hey, at least I'll get the appropriate burial at the same time. All right, everybody's off having a great time right now, huh? The hidden glade of what it was like Luel or some shit like that, despite being 2 letters, is nigh impossible to find on foot, though there it lies below us, it protected even now by the enchantment of Luz Galorian 100 Mines. I understand the river named for him is rather famous in your commonwealth. The mouth of that river Scalorian opens wide, not very far from here. It was there that limbless Arizech was defeated, turning the region lush and livable, at least for certain denizens. Although, of course, not everyone believes this. Your why do I have so much trouble with this word? Your adversaries, the accusers, must be working to find their way there even now. Good fortune in your rights against them, reader. Alright, if we land here, may gain a deeper understanding of the rights along this route. Faye senses the presence of the 8 scribes. I don't give a shit about the 8 scribes, bruh. Your wagon touches down in Black Basin, where you first met Volfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder what might have happened had your paths not crossed as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Hedwyn. There's also a page in the book, so let's read that first. Black Basin. The continent we called Black Basin shall one day tear itself apart, arriving upon molten crags, tolerable only by the harp Turista. We pressed onward toward a suffocating wood. This land felt to us somehow primordial. Deep in its roots and noxious crevices lay innumerable clues as to its ancient history. But we had little time to excavate, for our supplies by then were thin. Further, we were lost. Our best attempts at circumnavigation all but failed. It was Luz Galorian who reached out at last onto the stars, and they revealed the way. Then, we at last could see the sacred Mount Elodial, there in the distance. Alright. I request a scribe trial. Hedwyn. I am asking. Oh, you mean that nomad boy? So innocent, that one. I should have a lot of work to do with him. Then let us bring him forth. Soon Hedwyn appears. Hey, my friend. What's going on? Nomads such as Hedwyn have well-balanced abilities in their rights, but no exceptional advantages. Yeah, you know. They're not gonna give you any fancy right at the start. You get the Mario, you get the big boy, and you get the fast boy, and that's your starting team, right? We get all the fancy ones later. Listen well, boy, you answer to me here. Understood. You are a fool. Do not talk back to me. Your reliance on your friend is such a burden upon them. Let us see what you do without their aid, save for that of your lovely reader there. Damn, Sandra doesn't seem to like Hedwyn very much, does she? Jesus. Alright. Okay, alright. Patience. Let me in. Come on, let me in. Heartbreaking. I should just be trying to, like, wipe them before going for the orb, because it's very hard to get in when there's 3 people in the way, you know? Because, like, once you get rid of some of them, hey, then it's easier. The free spirit, presumably for doing stuff as Hedwig. That didn't get you? I'm a little mad. Okay. Easy. Got them all. Look at that. Incredible. Noxalis, yes. We did it! It seems you did indeed, boy. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. What is Sandra's favorite? Cool. What's Hedwyn gonna get? I say as if I'd have any inclination at all, right? Like, they get such weird stuff from these things. Good to be back after all that. Say, what's that you have there? Gull's Bracer. Hedwyn powercasts his aura with greater ease and gains infinite stamina on hit for 2 seconds. That's pretty sick, but I'm very bad at power casting, so it might not end up being that good. Survey Needlefield. Having reached the Needlefield, you decide to accompany Sir Gilman for a walk along the Razor Brambles. Your conversation soon turns to matters of the rites, which you discuss at length. If what you say is true, Master Reader, then this knight truly has much to understand. By the time you return to the wagon, you sense he has gained a deeper understanding of it all. Cool. Hey, he's done it. This knight wonders at times why we are here and which forces have transpired to bring us here together. Has Under King Ores himself taken an interest in his noble quest? Yes. So we have to like try and like banish somebody as Gilman before we do stuff. Oh, Gilman looks fired up. What's this? Provides a bit of warmth. A keepsake from Black Basin. Cool. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this night! He notices you, then seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble Master Reader. What brings you to this night this afternoon? You alright, dude? You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected, but then... Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them, then you have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. The burn down remains of the old chapel. Alright. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This knight stood there on the front lines whilst the highway remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. 1 by 1, then 2 by 2, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them, shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander whom you met when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge! If not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was the first to turn and flee as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus time came for penance, and this knight, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And as you can plainly see, his wish was fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters of the Sea of Solus, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so he at first thought. When he encountered you in the Nightwing, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Orez yet has plans in store in which this knight may play a part. This knight, he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved at having shared all this. Well, by all accounts, Gilman has like the least reason to be down here by far, doesn't he? Jody also doesn't really deserve to be down here, does she? She got sent down here for, like, a political thing, basically. So, you know, we're figuring it out one by one. We'll never know why Rookie was down here. God damn. Let's go fight these boys. A message imp. Holy shit. Look at that guy. Look at that boy. Oh my god. Can he play on our team? Look at that guy. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes huffing towards your wagon, here in the thick underbrush of Black Basin. You let it in and offer it some light refreshment, as Rookie would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Rookie's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and place of business. It must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Rookie always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually, and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts. Instead, he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word for something Rookie said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon, or else!" You thank the messenger imp for the report. Soon, it has all your companions talking. It seems that Greentail had himself a conscience after all. The days aren't quite so bright without him, though sounds like he's doing well out there. Hard to believe he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. Don't you think it must be sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. Ah, the noble Rookie. He sets a shining example onto us all. Tizo is happy to learn that Rookie joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. The news of Rookie's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger imp accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. I love him. Look at that boy. What a good boy. +1 hope. Nice. What does hope do? I've forgotten what hope does as a stat. Alright, what we got? We got pages. We got 2 pages. Let's read the pages, dude. Alright. The scribe's deeds. I wish to be remembered not for boastfulness, thus I refrain from detailing our exploits across this land, save to say that they were numerous. Know that only through our combined strength of arms and wit did we withstand this savage land. Such were the monstrous dangers that it posed. I came to see all the terrors which I heard at bedside in my youth were based entirely in fact. So great they were, they blotted out the sky. Such was the evil that we vanquished, that the remnants of it yet shine under the stars, and in the end it was the stars which guided us towards our truest calling. Great job, scribes, or making this place less fucked up for us, right? Never have I withstood an affront to nature, mine and everyone's, quite like the poisoned woods of limbless Arizich, the root titan, in his suffocating influence. I shall leave it to the boastful Underking to tell you more of Arizek's vanquishing, whilst I tell you something of the glade that he protected, which became my own, for my own genealogy now occupies the soil there, and strives forevermore to prevent Arizich from taking root again. The brambles of the glade are constantly encroaching on themselves, then falling once again to dust. This miraculous cycle, reflected in the starlight piercing through the canopy, needs to be witnessed whenever the stars invite an audience. What's in the store? Oh, hey you guys, what brings you here again? Let me guess, the finest deals in all of the downside this while, am I right? What's that? After dousing the adversary's pyre, the bearer earns a reward up to 3 times, plus 5 gold. Now, that's pretty good, because you do it 3 times, you've already made back most of the cost, right? But I don't have any money. We could sell something I'm not gonna use. Well, we've got Ruki's talisman, haven't we? Yeah, this is Ruki, only usable by Ruki. So we should sell it, right? Because Ruki's gone now. And then we can buy it. Because like we don't do much to earn money, do we? Like I've had my eye on like some of these talismans since the beginning, but like no money. Is there anything in here that I'm just like not gonna use? Yeah, I'm not gonna use this. It's only 10 gold. It's Tizos, Headwinds, Sir Gilman's. Yeah, no, we're good. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give him a deal. Commence the rite. Here, among the untamed flora of the Glade of Lu, you await the signal of the stars. There is no sign yet of your expected adversaries, the accuser. I pronounced it right. The little imp Tizo flutters up to you. Tizo cautions you that he has some history with your next adversary, Lendl. Someone had to, right? Tizo seems to be indicating that Lendl has a personal vendetta against him. But before he can explain anything further, the stars begin to call to you. Well, Tizo's going up, I guess. We need to put Faye and Hamatha up this time, I think, so they get XP. I think they're the most behind at this point. Because it turns out we gotta keep everybody, like, kinda leveled up.
'Tis time again, you exiles of the Night Wings. You are returned once more unto the Glade of Liu. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the accusers. Reduce their pyre to a smolder and step closer to freedom. Now, prepare yourselves.
Your companions are assembled and ready for the rites to commence. However, there is still no sign of your adversaries, the accusers. The little imp Tizo screeches something, cautioning you to all stay alert. But then, someone leaps forth from the shadows. He grabs at his mask. Aha! Caught out, you miserable beast! I knew it! After all this time, I knew that you were still among their ranks. Tizo is angry to have stumbled into an apparent trap laid for him by Lendl. Silence, fiend! You robbed me of my freedom, my dignity! Your evil shall be ended here and now, and you, Nightwing, shall not deny me thus again. Come then, my accusers, for we face again none other than the spawn of the accursed imp Haub the Swallow. Let us show him now that he is a disgrace. Tizo whistles something angry back at him. Whatever transpired between him and Lendl in the past, Lendl evidently has not let it go. I think we can roughly infer what happened.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
Obviously, well, hold on, we should peep the other team, right? What you got going? The Bearer's Pyre automatically gains 35, goddamn. He's got stamina twice as fast. You've got... Well, the Bearer's Pyre has more health than the adversary's. Bearer deals bonus 6, okay. Power cast. Stamina, power cast. Same as the other guy. Okay. Alright. So, Tizo, obviously, front and center.
Tizo,
So, and Jody's still behind, Faye's behind, Pamitha's behind. So we'll do... Well, to be fair, I'm not expecting Pamitha to want to leave on this cycle, because she still has so much unfinished business with her sister, right? So we'll do Jody and Faye. Because I'm still leaning towards, like, Jody and Hedwyn as being the ones I want to free the most out of everybody, really. And then we'll put this on you. Yeah, what's this shiny thing up here? Oh, it's the bio. Okay. Race. Savaged. Savage. How rude.
Faye.
Tarastia?
Very well.
I don't like the way that Lendl spoke to Tizo. Tizo is my friend. Nightwings! The wicked fiend you serve is an affront. He denied my rightful freedom in my moment of triumph. I shall never forgive him or any of you. Maybe he didn't suck, dude. It wouldn't be such an issue. Alright, go get him, Tizo. Okay.
Now it begins in earnest.
That was pretty depressing, you're right. Got him. Oh right, she's got the charged jump, I forgot.
The first dousing.
The Fateful Drifter.
Now.
Come on, Tizo. Charge, yes. There we go. Once they start charging, they've already given it up, man. You sprint right past them. Did it. Nice. Did it. They did it. Hold still, you misbegotten little pox. We are not finished with you yet. Tinder utters Lendl a slew of the absolute worst imp profanity. Your curses could not possibly affect me any further, you foul spawn, for you have taken everything from me already. But if I am to be trapped in this forsaken hole with you for the remainder of my days, then I shall see to it that yours shall be as doleful as my own. Jesus Christ.
That Lendl certainly enjoys a rousing speech, though talk means nothing in the rites.
Easy.
The orb engulfed in fire.
Should be trying to banish someone as Tizo before I do that, but it's like hard to banish someone with Tizo if they aren't like running into you. Oh fuck. Got him. Oh fuck, the orb, the stamina. Jody with infinite stamina is fucking ridiculous. Skate all around the edge, easy. Easy.
Your victory's at hand.
Just like get in, got it.
It's done.
Easy.
The Nightwings prevail. It was as though the scribes themselves stood by their side. The ceremony is complete.
Tizo is very pleased that you prevailed, but wishes to make a quick exit at this time. Blast! Where did he go? Where did he go? That infernal imp, it is a monster in disguise, a fiend come forth to torment me until the day I die. Lendl storms off in a fit of anger. Tizo reappears once the coast is clear and expresses his gratitude again. What Lendl said before, if Tizo truly is a descendant of Haob the Swallow, then he has quite the legacy to live up to.
There is much to learn from this experience.
You can't see Jody's XP bar.
The moon-touched girl has greater
The
understanding.
8 scribes, they inspire me, and now I feel that I have grown somehow closer to them, maybe? Let's see, further and farther than usual. Automatically leaps towards the orb. Nah. You did it.
understanding deepens in the mind of the imp Tizo.
Tizo gives thanks to Hold the Swallow for watching over and protecting him. We gotta be careful. If Tizo's like way too ahead of everybody, he probably will like force me into picking him. Deals an additional, yeah, that's the business right there. Alright.
Until the next.
So we should like not put Gilman and Tizo in for a while to like level all the others up to catch up. Back at the wagon after triumphing over the accusers almost effortlessly. The triumphing look... Does it have an H there? It looks fucked up. The accusers almost effortlessly. You are able to recover for a time, though you have another task this night. Time again to seek out where the right shall take you next by searching for the answer in the waning starlight. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths. Where to next? Okay. They're still there, dude. We got 4 choices? No, that's where we are right now. Okay. Oh, let's go to the planner. What's going on? Dude, we're the best. An ancient recently sent word of Ruki, who is well and already taken steps in support of our plan. May the others follow suit ere long. There we go. Alright, who's here? It's them. Oh, there's some... Yeah, let's go fight them next. Because we gotta, like, get some XP on Pamitha as well. We'll probably do, Hedwyn, Jody, and Pamitha, unless, like, Jody refuses to go on. So, we're to have another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I am here for her. Pamitha tells you more of your next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thin, a harp of the highway remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the harps refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the highway remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the harp's small numbers. She once hatched ambitious plans to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defenses, so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her plans. It almost worked. That was quite a big jump you made, my son. What are you doing? He's up to no good. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone branded a Commonwealth sympathizer, Pamitha. Are you stuck now? My son. What? You having a bit of an issue over there. You can do it. There you go. There you go. Great job. Great job. Tamitha was caught, clipped, and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped within the downside only stoked her fury. I wound up in here not long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated what happened between us. What I did for her own good and that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose, but for now I'd best try and catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bid a good night to Pamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations. Though come morning, the black wagon will press forward. Who can we chat to? Tizo. Hold on. Put that over there. Before I inevitably spill it fucking everywhere. Oh, okay. Tizo seems somewhat less cheerful since his run-in with Lendl and the accusers. He approaches you, wanting for you to hear him out. Tizo seems unhappy about something Lendl said to him. Tizo understands full well why Lendl is angry with him. Tizo does not like Lendl as a person. He recognizes nonetheless that he denied his freedom. It was a liberation rite. He did what he felt necessary. He wanted to help his friends go free. Nonetheless, he still feels a certain guilt and regrets that the rites force exiles into such situations. He falls silent for a while. Whether the 8 scribes ever intended for imps such as he to participate in the rites firsthand is difficult to know for certain. Then, Tizo is grateful to you for listening. He knows the scribes created the rites with good intentions. He promises to keep doing his best to live up to the legacy of the scribes. He bounds up to the rafters with some of the other drive imps. Regardless of whether he truly is a descendant of Haob the Swallow, surely the scribes would have been proud of him. Touching. Now, let's read this. The accusers formed under Galathian is probably it. He is a big man. He values justice, loyalty, and steadfastness. Galathian, he says that the accusers take their name from one of the most accomplished legions from his former military days. All among them, in fact, served the Grand Master General at one time. They represent the stoutest-hearted people of the Empire, who held true to Murin Galathian to the end. The golden colors of their raiments are reminiscent of their old shining armor, is his claim. Ever shall they seek out those with the truest spirits and the strongest sense of purpose to replenish their ranks. Alright. This is glowing. Nothing happened. Okay. You guys got off easy last time, I forgot. He's still my favorite. Alright, let's go.